Hey guys, welcome back to our little series here about how do I get good at CrossFit. Here's step 5. And step 5 is you got to get an engine, okay? Once you're moving great, once you're strong, once your Olympic lifts are dialed in, once your gymnastics is dialed in, once you're eating right, once you're conditioning smartly, what we have to do is continue to push that work capacity and get an engine. You have to be able to perform a lot of wall balls and a lot of kettlebell swings and a lot of push press and a lot of box jumps, and you need to stay breathing through that entire process. So this is a combination of really learning about yourself in the way of how I can pace things and how I can continue to breathe and really push the red line through a workout. Now I said push the red line, I didn't say cross the red line, because if you jump over that white line and start to see the white elephant in the sky, that's probably a bad decision, because that's where people just implode and then they just fizzle and that's typically not a good way to end a workout. So you really have to kind of be aware of your capacity, and then continue to push that capacity a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more as you go. It's no different than somebody who's really not a runner starting to run. You start the first day and you run a half mile, and then a couple days later you run a little bit longer, and then a little bit longer and a little bit longer, and you learn through this how to breathe, how fast you can go, etc., etc. And it's the same thing with the CrossFit workouts. You have to be conscientious of how you handle certain workouts, rep schemes of certain things, kind of get plans, and need to attack these things in certain ways. And you have to breathe. The rule I really like is the 80-20 rule, which is for 80% of the workout. I'm sorry, the 80-80 rule. Sorry, I'm misquoting this. This is from the guys from Barbell Shrug, but the 80-80 rule. For 80% of the workout, you go about 80% of how hard you can possibly go. So 80% is pretty hard. But then for the last 20%, you push as hard as you possibly can. So if you have a 10-minute AMRAP for 8 minutes, you go about 80%, and you're moving quick, and you're moving efficiently, and you're moving really, really well. And then for the last 2 minutes, you go as hard as you possibly can. Now, when I say as hard as you possibly can, it's still with great movement. Okay, we never sacrifice form for anything that we're doing, but that's really, I think, our biggest secret in the way of how to get a bigger engine is that you have to really train that work capacity with absolutely perfect form.